Hello, this is Hussein from KuwaitVista.com. Our review today about a Canon lens, zoom lens EF 70 to 200 millimeter. The f-stop is 2.8L series lens, the image stabilizer with the image stabilizer feature, and also ultrasonic motor. As we can see here, the build quality is very nice. We have here the focus ring. This is to control the focus distance, and here we can see measuring or focus distance indicator. This is for the zoom. It's internal zoom or internal focusing also. So when you zoom in and zoom out, it doesn't affect the length of the lens. Here is the focal length zoom ring. As we can see here, there is some switches or buttons on the lens. The first switch is for the focus distance. If you want to focus on subjects that far away, and there is some cages or some audience in front of you, and you don't want to focus on them, only on the far subjects, you can control the settings, the focus distance, like for example from 1.4 meter to infinity or 2.5 meters to infinity. And the second button, this one, is for autofocus or manual focus. By the way, you can manually override the focus, like if you put it on one shot focus and you make and the focus is achieved and you hear the sound, and you can override it and fine tune it, and it will not affect the focus. It will you can fine tune the focus with it. And there is the image stabilizer buttons. I will show you. As we can see here, the image stabilizer buttons. The first button is image stabilizer on and off button switch. The other switch is for moods, image stabilizer mood. Mood 1 usually used to hold still the image when it's normal image stabilizer mode. The other mood, number 2, this mood usually they use it for sport photography or panning moods. So when you have a subject, running subject, or people running in sport, football, or any kind of other sports, so it will or racing cars or bicycles or any kind of action or sport, then the background is moving and you want to lock the focus and the image stabilizer on the subject only. It will blur the background more than the usual, and it will freeze the subject and it will track the subject. So you have a frozen subject and blurred background. So it's better to use it in sport mode or panning mode when you move the lens around in mood number 2. It comes with a hood with a very marvelous feature or good feature, that the inside of the hood is like a material, cloth material that anti-reflects the light, so you don't have reflection inside the hood. It's very reliable, and it reduces the flares and the ghosting sometimes in the image comes because of the reflections. So it's a very useful hood, and comes with its a cap and 2 caps for front and back. For the build quality, the build quality is very good, and you can see the design is also extremely high-end quality. As we can see, everything made in Japan in this lens. In the back end, you can see also here rubber seals. So when you connect it with the cameras like the 1 series cameras, EOS 1 series lenses cameras, so you have a rubber seal to protect the sensor and the real elements of the lens, so there's no dust and moist enters. So it's weatherproof seals and dust seals. You can also find these seals here and here for the focus, and even under the buttons you can find seals also to protect it. So it's a very protected lens. So you can use it in moist locations and dust locations, and you don't have to get worried about damaging the lens. This lens has a good focal length which you can use for sport photography, like volleyball and other kind of tennis, because it has a very fast aperture, 2.8 f-stop 2.8, and also it has a nice image stabilizer, and also you can the focal length also is from 70 to 200, so you can get close subjects with it. And also you can use it for portraits, because it can blur the background very nice, very easily, with the focal length, and with the f-stop it's 2.8 with a wide open aperture. To me, the downsides of this lens, the weight, but the problem is with the f-stop 2.8 and focal length 200, you have to have huge lenses, so it will be a very heavy lens, so optics, very huge optics, so you have to have a heavy lens to have these specs. So this is a downside, but there is no other way to deal with it. About the focus speed, it has a very nice focus speed, especially with at low light conditions. You can use with it extenders, EF extenders. It's better to use EF extenders version 2 because it has the seals which connects with the mount head of the lens, and there is 1.4 extender X, and also there is 2X extender. Some people use the extenders and say they reduce the image quality. That's right. Usually they reduce the contrast and the sharpness and also the saturation of the image, but it depends on the extenders. About this or more information about the extenders, you will find it in another video. I will explain more about extenders or tele-F converters, and what's the downside and downside of it, and how to use it properly, and how to get the maximum image quality of it and speed quality. That will be in another video. As we can see now, we are having this Venti 200 mm focal length lens with also the EF extender 2X extender, so it will be a reasonable length lens. Thanks for your time and listening. For more information about these lenses or about general photography tips, visit us at kuwaitvista.com. Also, you will find there some sample images and information and form for support. And you can find out more in Arabic also. There's other videos in Arabic version and in English version also.